He eyes the collar circling your neck and the Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you.
Like you don't know? Mutiny!
He whispers loudly to the...
Don't just cower there!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. He eyes the collars. The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of you. He leaps to attention. Then with...
Don't just cower there, Rick!
Rix raises his sword, which shakes to the rhythm of his... He eyes the Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the sight of...
Like you don't...
He whispers...
Don't just...
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. The Magisters look...
Your lies end here! Get him! Thank the gods!
He eyes the Magister...
Like you...
He whispers...
Don't just...
Rix grabs his sword. The Magisters look to each other.
Your lies...
You shake the lizard by the shoulder. The dwarf lies in a heap on the floor. His
God damn it! We need to get off this wreck, and quick!
Forgot how to sing. I did. Ah, there you are. Would you please tell this very how very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de P. What? What's so...
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the...
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and get, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
One of us will kill our own. They're picking us off one by one.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Thanks, but I already... You take care.
Suddenly, as quickly as they...
Good luck, Chief.
A broad dwarf. He raises...
Listen up.
He turns his...
You look like a... Listen. If the shit...
A wave of sound.
And... Sick, but there's more. There now.
Squeak! His eyes...
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. It's the... Burn my beard. That means... If we've been trying... no.
The dwarf leans...
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
And I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the magic...
He continues, stroking...
Don't you get saucy with me.
What, rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named... He leans...
Pinches left.
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your gen...
We used to know it.
Standing... Ifan grins.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's... Long story. No. The dead man.
He glances...
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The joy. Wonder if we'll get to meet the ringmaster himself. Not eager to back...
What you can...
Oh, don't mind it.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you...
Away with you.
Ifan performs... An elf.
Snake.
She...
I bet that's just rolling down. Deciding fates. Don't worry.
She looks you up.
Never.
She eyes you.
Not the... I could lick your...
She looks... She gives...
You were thinking of flesh. Of course it... But don't you... I don't...
Unacceptable. I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
Well, there has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe...
Well,
that
well.
has the magic...
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetch. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with...
Now then, to business. On. Of course you. Anyway, you made...
I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Mezd.
The elf is reading of... He reaches... He sits...
I am my... No, they are working quite adequately. Oh, you perhaps. Take... It is Tell me, what do you know of your... Our world's Oh, please. No, this... Where did these... Now...
No amount of...
It's a register, sir. You fair glad you head on.
I've seen more appetizing things coming out of...
Standing at the center...
So you admit... Yes, I did.
She turns her head and look...
There are others who's... Go. You there, sorcerer. Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this... No. I'm afraid I always perform my part, so...
She reaches for her...
I'm just about to... Subdue him, men, quick!
She smiles with...
Precise.
There has been a murder.
What happened?
been the turnips. You.
The lizard's eyes... You shake the lizard. The dwarf lies... Ifan lies motionless, curled on his eyes flip. Ifan cries.
God damn it! We need to get off this wreck, and quick! Not long before this thing snaps into splinters! Great God, something's pounding on the hull! Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Pass through the skeleton.
No, it catches
the skeleton.
Oh, it's you. Shouldn't you be running and screaming?
The skeleton.
Yes. Now, if you're really quite finished, I believe you have lifeboats to flee to.
The skeleton holds up his book.
I am, and I will be... Go on!
It doesn't bump the moment you touch them. The moment you touch the door...
Something's breaking through!
Death fog? Good thing I'm immune. Still, this means trouble. Not the most elegant solution, was it? And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
The dwarf lies in a heap.
can't use this now.
The Magister lies on...
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's the... Wait! Void Woken!
Beardless bugs won't sink a ship on my watch.
I thought Void Woken was supposed to be scary. Let the games begin.
I've faced worse.
They who are about to triumph.
Let's head above decks for some air.
I hear something. It's
Magister Siwan.
She tries to speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem. With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist. Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror. It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with something within the ship. Snaps. The floorboards shudder. Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
It's ripping the ship apart! This is it!
have plans for you, child. Rise.
Those Voidwoken make short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive. Gosh, I need to get off this ship.
The Magister lies on the floor.
Wait! Voidwoken!
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
I thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
Let the games begin.
Words take you!
They who are about to triumph salute.
I've faced worse.
Into the darkness.
I hear something.
It's Magister Siwan. The one who put on this damn collar. Sounds like she needs help.
There's no time.
Those Voidwoken can make short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? It seems someone, something, wanted me alive. I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots...
I'm not supposed to talk to elves.
The child considers your...
You're weird. Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching the shadows cloaking your face.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong. Or crazy. Maybe you're right. At least they don't mind where anyone goes. They know we can't leave the island, and it's a lot nicer out here than inside. But you didn't die. There isn't anywhere safer. You'll see. I guess I am, but it's just normal to be scared.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. Voidwoken! Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore. bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay. Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I wonder in which order.
You spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red colour. Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering...
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am? Oh, may the Seven have mercy on their own creation. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the spouse of the sun. Of course you know me.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag, truly. A kind offer indeed. And you find I on one for reasons I'll not disclose right now. It is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Jolly good. Oh, my word. How you do astound me. Come now, did you really think a handful of linen towels can fool me? But don't worry. I have studied the arcane arts for years, including necromancy and demonology. I do not hold the petty prejudices of common folks. In fact, I prefer the exceptional in all things. Your secret is safe with me. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you? Very well. Onwards, then, to...
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between...
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us...
Black cat. Hello, kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused. The cat's eyes are clouded. It appears...
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Stay silent, elf!
Atrusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atrusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
What a waste. Come, we'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Hey, mister. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad some of the others made it out alive, too. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago.
What's this? I found something. I wonder where this leads.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its bugger.
How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. Oh, yes. An exceptionally common, but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Because my own was stolen from me. And the idea of being chased across Rivellon by every idiot with a torch does not appeal. I hardly need to tell you how these savages react to seeing bone. Oh, get away! Monster! Hide the children! Oh. You are simple beasts. And you simply do not like my... well, not my kind, but those that look like me. So, if I am to traverse this land, I will need a mask to disguise my features. Oh, don't be ridiculous. I have important things to do on Reaper's Coast. I cannot simply sit about waiting for the rest of you to die so I may continue my business in peace. No, I may... Indeed, I may be the only Eternal. My people seem rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find... I suppose, circumstances being what they are, you seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be... Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in... well, of course the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours? I could do that with one hand. Splendid. Very well. Is it not enough that you travel with... Go on then, bark away.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find any bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket?
Oh, I don't
both
feel
the same.
so good.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have your cud.
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for... And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire...
Fane approaches the blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. You lean in to see if you can make out anything else. You've heard about such devices. The first step in making a shape-shifting mask.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak!
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Is it not enough that you travel with? Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any method in it. The Mask of the Shapeshifter? In my time, it was nothing more than a novelty. A toy, really. I crafted one for my child once. She spent the day trying to convince me that she was her mother, even though the face I used looked nothing like her. Of course, now that toy could be the difference between life and... well, it makes a difference. With that mask, I can shapeshift and walk through this world looking like any other simple mortal. I could look like a lizard, a dwarf, a human, any creature whose face I can procure. It certainly makes traveling through towns easier. Trust you bloody-minded beasts to turn a child's trinket into a wicked purpose. People like you are the reason it must be recovered. I am using the mask to keep myself safe from the violence of this world. Who knows what evil it could do in the hands of some mortal witch. Oh, it's quite simple. One just acquires a face, a source orb, and combines the two to make a face mask. Combining several of these single face masks, along with a source orb, will produce a mask of the shapeshifter. Frankly, I'm amazed everyone isn't doing it.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
Oh, of course there are. How many hundreds of thousands of mortals have died over the years? Almost all of them seem to have been disposed of while still wearing perfectly serviceable faces. It's a terrific waste. Still, without the proper tool to remove the face from a corpse, I cannot take advantage of the many cadavers you're providing. So if you happen across anything that seems capable of ripping a face off a body, please do let me know. Fear? Please. Why? It's a practical choice. Nothing more. Moving through this world is so much easier when you don't have to lecture some torch-wielding...
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers.
And what you after? I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something? Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Just don't waste any more of my time. Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions? For you? Hell no. That's for me to know, and you to get out of my... all manner of things.
Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket. Toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have you, cud?
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God. Will you quit dragging this on? Take that on, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket. Toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Have you, cud?
Disgusting. Just like all your kind.
Disgusting like theft. Disgusting like threats.
Great God. Will you quit dragging this on? Take that on, Lexi. Just hand over the gold.
I will not.
Come on then, Lexi. Pay up.
I find I need bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket. Toll's the same.
Your grift teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
You keep his name out of your mouth, you filthy cud chewer.
Where's the oil?
Bad luck to let one of them cross your path.
Leave me. Go.
She bends over double in a violent coughing fit. As it's...
Mercy. I hope that it...
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time. Maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about inside and set your memory straight. Would that please you? Can you... Ugh! Where does the yarrow grow? Where?
Is that thing eating corpses?
The creature heaves through lips
You. Now, maybe I unscrew your lid and poke about inside. Ugh!
Is that thing eating corpses?
shouldn't have done...
Is that thing eating corpses?
You shouldn't have done that. No.
Is mine.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet.
Here you are. I wonder what keeps you. Tell me your tale. For I am an elf. The tongue of others is not my tongue. You may speak of then and when, I do not. I refuse to learn their strange speech. We are unfamiliar, yet familiar. We are the same material, you agree? I am very curious. So tell me your tale. Start from the beginning. Start from where you come. I see. Now tell me more. Tell me what you do. Tell me what you find. I understand. Now tell me how your story ends. Power. An old ambition. I have a token. Power comes from strength, and strength, it is nothing. Many fragments swirl on my shore.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but...
Haven't seen you around here before. New? Well, don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place. You here alone?
She gives you a long look.
You keep them friends of yours close, eh? Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore. Not much in this world someone you love can't make better. Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name.
Her eyes sparkle.
Kind of you to ask. Stefan. He was my little one. Smart as a whip and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet. Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something to you too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. Take care of yourself.
Come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free.
Eh? Oh, that. Won't be my first or last roll on a lost boat. Reckon I might have had a harder time of it without your help, though. Bravery on the high seas is rewarded tenfold in the hall, you know. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got business.
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together, before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something. Go on then.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you. It makes a long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble. No, but I'd hoped to build something with it that would be worth 1,000. It were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment. Maybe you don't.
He stands before you and pokes you in the side, seizes your shoulder with a great, strong hand.
There's something of you, you know? You don't have to accept your fate on this bloody island. You can leave here, get on with... Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you. It's this spit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with a great...
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast. Now, it's quite a nice-sized place, actually. Play your cards right and I'll invite you for the summer. I'll tell you when you're older. Anyhow, we're a team now, so let's get down to brass tacks. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be? Then it's settled. Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. Well. My best mate's son is undead. Now, onward!
Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man. Time's up, Your Highness. It's savvy time.
Patience, Mal. Patience. Tides in and out and in again. Tides in and out and in again.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation. Dozens, I should imagine, but if we're talking about the ones that came after my exile, let them come, I say. Keeps one...
Cockle, clam. Cow, cockle, clam. Patience, Mal. Patience.
You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you quite alone?
To avoid woken are attracted to source. But why? When another divine rises, will source change back? What if the one who sorcerer? Why hasn't Alexander